Oh, here's a bit of news from the squad, or at least one member of the squad. Exclusive. GOP ad maker responds to Ocasio Cortex. I'm getting death threats from your socialist supporters. Well, no kidding, eh? I'm currently getting death threats since the ad aired, said Elisabeth Heng, founder of the Political Action Committee, PAC. New Faces of the GOP, referring to a political advertisement produced by her PAC depicting Representative Alexandra Ocasio Cortex and referencing the Cambodian genocide that aired during Thursday's ABC-hosted Democrat debate. Oh. Ocasio-Cortez described the advertisement as violent, racist, false, and a love letter to the GOP's white supremacist case. The girl's off her tree, okay? The other three politicians of the squad echoed Ocasio-Cortez's comment. With Reps Ilhan Omar, that woman shouldn't even open her mouth. And then you got Presley, and then you got Tlaib, describing the video commercial as a televised death threat. Heng joined Friday's edition of Sirius XM Breitbart News Tonight for an interview with host Rebecca Mansour and special guest host Rick Manning. If we want to talk about what incites violence, socialism does, Heng said. My parents lived through a socialist regime that murdered millions of innocent civilians, and I'm currently getting death threats since that ad aired. The only people inciting violence are radical left, who can't defend their ideas with facts. So they resort to horrible personal attacks, as we've seen, even death threats. Heng, it's either Hang or Hang, added, I put out an ad challenging AOC socialist views, and she came back and called me a bunch of names. That should tell you everything you really need to know about the face of socialism right now in our country. No kidding. And the face is ugly. She continued, I don't think it's appropriate for to ever threaten anybody, member of Congress or not, but it's so important to be able to have this discussion in our country about what true socialism is and what it's done without being attacked through death threats or anything else. That's why it's so important to me to hold on to those fundamental freedoms and values of freedom of speech, for example, and to make sure that we are able to have diverse political thoughts in this country. It seems like every single time a conservative speaks up, the left constantly wants to ban them, censor them, boycott them. I want Ocasio-Cortez to have a voice, added Heng. I just don't agree with it, but I also would expect her and the radical left to respect my voice too, so that we can have some discussion in this country. The ideas she continues to push have actually killed people throughout the world. The dead bodies that you see on there that are deemed as provocative, they could have very well been some of my own family members. This is why I have a personal story to cite against socialism, because I can't come to the forefront of America. Special taxpayers-funded security services have provided to elected officials, noted Mansour. She's saying she's getting threats and needs heightened security. She's a member of Congress. She also does. She's going to be protected as a member of Congress. You won't be. You know, that's so true. Heng described her PAC's mission as combating left-wing ideas. It was so important to me to create new faces of the GOP, to force its discussion and highlight the radical ideas that the far left continues to push forward and is starting to impact and have a ripple effect within mainstream America. And that scares me. Well, you know what, sweetheart? That scares me too. It scares me the amount of idiots that believe they're garbage. Honest to God, the world is coming to an end in 12, 11, 10. You know, like, give me a break. Henge went on. So my goal with this is to look for strong conservative leaders all across the country to help spread our message and to recruit the next generation of Republican leaders and to help elevate them so that they can grow our party and make sure that we can be the antidote to the Ocasio Cortezes of the world. We're looking for talent all across the country to help build a strategy for people to run for office and to speak up and out against socialism. Yes, indeed. And that is so true. Hey, trust me, I would try and run for office. I'm a little too old for that. But I hope there's some people out there interested enough. Even here in Canada, you know, we need more free-thinking people.